I want to raise a different question, though.
Yes.
So I'm hearing that our boy, Svidler, is going to be joining later.
Yes.
Yeah, around 3.
And he is there as a second for Alexenko, right?
Yes,
Right.
that's correct.
So my question is, do we have any intel on whether he supports wildcards in candidates tournaments? Because I feel that if he does not support them, helping Alexenko in this tournament is highly unethical.
Because after queen f3, I can take it, and you can't win that position. Wow, it says this is completely winning. King f5. It says it's over now. I just don't know why. Oh, king d4, queen d3 just wins immediately in all positions.
Very, very happy to be here. And that's much more important than any preparation he may or may not have done.
Yeah, and I mean, Vishy.
That's the main thing, and he'll figure something out.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you there, Vishy.
Positive, but I think it can be a very positive impulse to be in a situation like him. You know, there is this legend in chess about the wild card. Quite often, the person who it turns up at the tournament the last minute wins. So
Interesting.
it can happen, and his position's kind of okay so far. It seems. I think he is better. So.
The reason it's winning is after knight takes, h takes, the king moves, let's say to e3. Black's going to play rook d4 and g5 and totally just wipe out white's pawns, and then white's just dead lost. Black's going to have 2 passed pawns, a good rook, a good king. The a4 pawn is weak. So that's just winning.
There's a light skin.
You thought I was just saying that because it was black out there? No, of course it's Jamaican, you know, let's go. What was that?
Holy fuck! Someone flipped the fuck out of that.
No, dude, I just caught. I'm tripping with these chairs like 5 times.
Yep, now he's going to lose. He's not going to come back from this. Rook g3 is crushing. Black's up an h-pawn. This pawn's weak. This rook is dead. Rook d4 still coming. And surprisingly, but not if you watch my stream, after rook g2, rook g4 is crushing. It's a crushing exchange sacrifice. You take, I take with the h-pawn, I play rook d4, and all your pawns are hanging. Passed pawn here. g5 is coming, which wins all these pawns. Yeah. But he's dead lost now.
Tell me yours. Ooh, 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 ah, do, do, do. We're gonna prevent that. So, look at it. Wait, in this one?
So a very nice.
Yeah, as Maurice actually once said, they're running down the board like ants.
Yeah, you know, ants can run very quickly, and they can lift way. You know, they're like some of the strongest per, not even per pound, per like whatever they weigh per little. What's the word I'm looking for? What's the metric scale I'm looking for? Like a milligram?
Per pound of muscle or whatever.
Yeah, but whatever it is.
Student of Lawrence Trans. So I'm thinking now Maxim may be looking to change plans, right? And go f3. Yeah, he's gone f3.
F3?
Basically, I feel like if you feel that you should play in the tournament. Like you have the ambition to play in the tournament, not like a long-term ambition, but a short-term ambition to play in the tournament. Then you should not be commentating on it, because then you're sort of degrading yourself by commentating on these great players while you should have been there yourself.
Well,
I kept telling
I'm
Lawrence
out of that
but
category.
No, but I mean seriously, like top players who have the ambitions to play in the tournament, I think like you are to some extent degrading yourself by commenting on the tournament. I really do feel that, and that's something that I would never do.
It is winning for black. I've just been told. So our intuition is correct. And I think a major reason why, to explain to people who may be a bit confused, this pawn on h4 is a target with the current situation, where if I can put my queen on a square like f4, you're going to have trouble protecting this pawn on h4. So on h3, it's very safe and sound. And it seems counterintuitive in a way, because in endgames, you want your pawns further up the board, but not in this one where it's an imbalance, right? Where black has the heavier pieces. So by the table base, with correct play, Jan Nepomniachtchi should win this game. And by the way, Wang Hao has officially won that game over Ding.
His knight. And White's position is just beautiful. Black, who wanted to play knight f8 to e6 to d4, now has his knight on g6. Not a good square. He'll have to go back, knight g6 to f8 to e6 to d4. This reminds me of the game Anatoly Karpov versus Anatoly Karpov, 1974. Pardon me, 1973.
Somehow this guy loses all the games he plays, but he's beating me. I don't know how I feel about this right now. Oh, here? What is this position, man? What is this? Am I winning or... Oh! What? Yo! We're gonna lose! Did anyone see that? Oh my god, I didn't see that at all. Holy crap. Is this one of you? Wow. Damn.
Bolt, I don't mean this as a joke.
Yeah,
I think, would be good
I think
look.
it's time
No
to.
hair, just
I
a
tell you
beard.
what, if Geary wins it, I'll do it live on air. I'll shave it all.
What if Fabi wins?
Nah.
Then
Too predictable.
you'll shave your balls, right?
This is
Here we go.
This is a family show.
This is a family show. And what he meant by that was my the ones hanging on my Christmas tree that are a bit fluffy. So
c'est plus facile comme ça, du coup, je lui demande.
Bon, on lui demandera. Et du coup, dernière partie, bon, la partie qui nous intéresse. Et Maxime qui réfléchit. Ah non, il réfléchit pas. Et puis on prend cavalier B4 qui est C3 fou B7.
Alors, tu veux, je t'imite Maxime à la cam?
Ouais, vas-y.
Il essaie de se rappeler. C'est-à-dire qu'il a travaillé ça, il essaie de se rappeler. Et ça le rend fou parce qu'il se rappelle pas exactement. Ok, j'imagine qu'il y a une critique sur le 5, mais
It's incredible. I mean, I don't want to be distracted by the chat, and my opponent is writing me. This is unfair. I get distracted. Please stop posting emotes! The emotes are so colored, and so I see them.